One of the experiments I'm doing, and I'm very, it's close to my heart, this practice, is moment to moment choices. Not that I succeed every time, but it's definitely an experiment that I'm doing. And this came from building inner resourcefulness moment to moment. And I'm sure you would have had this experience as well, that at sometimes, in 1 second, inside my state, there will be a lot of confusion or anxiety. And within a few seconds, it calms down and we move into a state. So this inner shift, which in our work we often call this, what is the state in our container? What is the quality inside our container? And so this experiment that I've been doing is called building inner resourcefulness moment to moment. The correlation I do is the quote that we say, it's not about how often we fall, but it's how often we get up. Likewise, I think 20-30 years back in a communication workshop, Kitchu, our facilitator then, talked about, it's not about getting upset, but it's about how quickly and in how many seconds perhaps or minutes you want to set up after the upset. So this has been staying in my life, and so that and this clue about building inner resourcefulness moment to moment is what I'm sharing today, is that choice in that moment to understand, take a step back from what is happening in the churn inside. Breath, it's a beautiful way to anchor. Sometimes I do in the cave of the heart, which is inside, or I just anchor with a particular image or a particular position. Breath, take a step back, name what's happening, and then shift state to what I need. And we shift state by connecting to that frequency. So if, for example, there is fear and anxiety, take a breath, cut the connection and the trigger that the anxiety has, and then invoke the quality we want. It could be through me, the way I used to move away would be either a chant, or it could be a particular quality, or I move into faith or trust, or I sheerly just connect to confidence within, or clarity within, or compassion within. So I think there's a lot of this irritation with somebody else and this bubbling frustration. Take a step back, notice what's happening in a minute, and then immediately connect and tune into the state of compassion. Whatever that means. And if the mind comes in and says, is this compassion, what is happening? Drop all of those things and go directly to that state inside and hold a new state. So this is, to me, the experiment, and I found that this is something that is really powerful, that if we choose to hold this building inner resourcefulness moment to moment and moving the shift and state to what we would like.